I wanted to do a different kind of video today where I talk about my experience growing up undocumented in the hopes that it might help someone not feel so alone. And I know that immigration is a very sensitive topic, and I know that people have their opinions and they are entitled to those opinions that they have, but this is my story and I wanted to share it because I'm not embarrassed or ashamed to admit that yes, I was undocumented, but I feel that by having that experience, it shaped me into the person that I am today. I was brought into this country at the age of 2, but I did not know that I was undocumented until I was around the age of 8 years old. And the reason that I was realizing that, something's a little bit off was because my dad would take my siblings to Tijuana, Mexico. And I was not able to go. And I wanted to go see my grandmother and my cousins and my aunts and uncles. And so I questioned, like, why can't I go? And so my parents sat me down and they explained that, listen, if you go, you won't be able to come back. And I was like, what? What are you talking about? And so they explained it in the best way that they could to an 8-year-old. And from that day on, that really had a huge impact on me because I grew up feeling very shy and very insecure. It's like I reverted back. What was once a curious, confident child, that was gone. That was out of the window. And so I grew up feeling very shy, very insecure, not wanting to be seen. Of course, I could not be seen. If I were to be seen, I would get taken away in my 8-year-old mind. And so I graduated high school and I wanted to go to college. And so I took a couple of classes, but each class was roughly between $200 to $300. And my parents could not afford that. So at that time, my dad had started his own business doing mobile grooming. And so him and I, we talked and we decided that I was going to help him out bathing dogs. And so that's how I learned the skill that basically I have been doing since I was 18. I'm 38. I just turned 38 years old. And by having that skill of grooming dogs, it really taught me that my energy has an impact on the dog. It taught me how to show up, how to maneuver an insecure or aggressive dog, or even a scared dog that would bite. It really taught me the skills. And then in 2012, that's when DACA happened. And so I had people calling me, family members, friends. They're like, do it, you should do it. And so I applied for it and I got approved. And I was able to get a job at a vet clinic doing grooming. That was like it opened the window of feeling hope, because I felt a little bit of relief, but I still had that feeling of, okay, what if this gets taken away? What if, because I was still not free. I still had limitations. And also part of myself was very angry still that my parents brought me into this country to give me an opportunity, but yet I still was limited to what I can do. And so I was able to get a job. I got my driver's license. I had my bank account. And there was still that fear of I cannot be seen, I cannot stand out, I have to play it small. And 2021, I became an American citizen thanks to my husband. My husband and I have been together since 2010, so we've been together for a long time. But I'm always so grateful for him and for the opportunity that I have, because I know that not a lot of people have the same opportunity that I had, and I don't take anything for granted. I truly am so grateful. And I was able to travel in 2023 to Greece. It was my first international trip, and that really opened up my eyes. I saw a different part of the world, and it made me realize like the kind of life that I could have, the kind of life that I could experience. In 2024, I started painting, and that's when I found my calling, what I wanted to do. And I started painting so much, like every single day I was painting. I was at least doing one painting a week. It was that much that I was so driven by the feeling that I got, the state of flow, me creating. I felt so happy. And I think when I turned 37, I realized, what do I really want to do in my life? Like, what do I want? Because I could do whatever I want to do in my life. I'm no longer limited. But even though this was the reality, my internal self was not matching with my external self. And it has taken a long time to really let go of these feelings, these emotions, because they're no longer mine anymore. That protective mechanism that I had growing up, I no longer need. And so really, it has taken a long time to really break away at those layers that I had built. It's like a shell. And it's like a little crab that it's becoming bigger and bigger. And if it stays in its shell, it's going to be uncomfortable. And that's the thing, that's how I was feeling. I was just feeling so uncomfortable because I no longer needed these feelings and these emotions. And so that's taken a long time. That's taken a lot of work. But I feel that I am at a different stage in my life, especially as the older that I'm getting. It's like, what do I really want from my life? Like, I will never take anything for granted because this is an opportunity that I have been given. And so also that's why I paint what I paint. That's why I paint these women relaxing and being at peace. And because it's something that I never got to experience. And I appreciate everything that I had experienced. It has made me kind and empathetic. It made me understand why people are a certain way. It also made me experience a different kind of emotion, like the dark emotions, the light emotions. That's why when something bad happens, I understand that it's not permanent. Like all these emotions that I'm feeling, they ebb and flow. It comes and goes. Like I have an understanding that how I show up to the world has an impact on people that come across me. That's why I'm very sensitive with the energy of people, because when you grow up to feel those emotions that I had, it made me really self-aware of, okay, how like I could feel their energy. I could feel their, like something's going on, like they feel off. It's just such an interesting feeling, and I feel that has made me a better artist too, because my hope is that I'm able to translate my message with the paintings that I'm creating. And that's what an artist does. Like an artist uses whatever emotions and feelings that we have, and we transmute them into art. Like it could be music, it could be poetry, it could be paintings. And it's like if I start showing up who I've been truly all along, then I'm able to navigate my world differently. I'm able to show up differently. And hopefully I'm able to help people. And yeah, I'm just so grateful for everything. I'm so grateful. I will never take anything for granted. And if you have any questions about immigration, like I'm not like an expert, I'm not a professional, but I will do my best to help out. Because people say, oh, immigration like should be, I hear people, you should do it the right way, but sometimes doing it the right way, not everybody has the same opportunity that I had. It has cost me thousands of dollars a lot of time, and that's a privilege that I had that not a lot of people have. And that's my story, and that's who I am. And if you made it this far, thank you for listening.